This week, less than 2 weeks after that planting intentions report, the USDA released new supply-demand numbers for the month. Extension Ag economist Brian Williams shared some thoughts about the impact of these numbers on the corn and soybean markets. Brian, would you say the ending stocks number for corn was a surprise?
I think it was. We were expecting around 1.4 billion bushels before the report came out, and the report came out with ending stocks of about 1.33 billion bushels.
And another surprise was the export number for corn, right?
Right. They increased the exports by 125 million bushels, and that's the majority of the movement from last month to this month. And the big thing about that is that the exports are more than double right now that they were a year ago.
Now, the market price reaction was somewhat unusual, as we were discussing off camera a few minutes ago.
It was. Just looking at this report in itself, it seems like it should be bullish, but prices actually came down a little bit yesterday. And the reason for that is that another report came out alongside this one that was unofficial and wasn't included in these numbers, that said that China was going to reduce their imports by about 1 million metric tons.
Now, is the market expected to stay about where it is now, or what would you expect as far as a price picture for corn?
I think right now it's kind of stabilizing. Long term, we need to watch kind of the planting and the progress there, but after the reports come out, it looks like things have kind of settled down a little bit.
Now, turning to soybeans, the carryout was lowered as well, right?
It was. It was lowered by about 10 million bushels to 135 million bushels.
And the export picture for soybeans?
The exports are real positive with soybeans. They increased exports by 50 million bushels, but we did increase imports by about 30 million bushels. So there's a net increase of 20 million bushels there.
And I understand we definitely had positive price reaction that may have stuck a little bit as far as soybeans.
It did. Prices went up with soybeans yesterday.
So from what it said about soybeans, the U.S. crop this season really has become even more important, that it's on time and large.
Yeah, it is. Looking at the ending stock numbers, they're actually lower this year than they were a year ago when they were considered to be extremely tight. But the positive thing is that we're expecting a lot more acres this year to hopefully get a big soybean crop.